Well, I want to know if you're pissed off enough to run up in a North York home, swinging an axe to steal jewelry, and then stay there long enough to take a shower.
I mean, what are my plans after? What are you laughing for? What am I doing? What am I doing after?
I mean, I guess it's a fair question.
Do I have is there something important happened after? Maybe I needed the jewelry for as to add on to my outfit because I'm going somewhere.
And of course, you got
And
to take a shower. You need a fresh.
bro, you don't know what the girl looks like. The girl could be dope, bro. You don't know. There's motives for everything. Okay, I
Yo,
don't know the full story.
this man ran up in a North York home with an axe.
Okay, so clearly doesn't have a lot of money.
Who's breaking into a home with an axe? Okay,
Like
right?
I said, like I said.
Okay. Steals jewelry, money. Apparently, he was there for hours, decided to take a shower, and then left. He's still like people, the cops are still looking for him. Now,
Right.
that story's crazy. But I mean, the larger question is
Did he think that showering was getting rid of his DNA? Is that why he showered? That's the larger question.
That's what came to my
That's
mind.
that's the larger question because some dumbasses gonna think that instead of realizing that you're just really washing all your DNA into the drain where it can sit nicely.
Let's also not forget there's DNA in whatever room you were in, whatever you touch. But anyways, so here's what I'm thinking to myself. This is a dumb plan. Like you said, guy had an axe, probably had no money. This is in North York. This is in Canada. This is in Ontario. We have welfare.
Sounds like somebody from North York.
What could push a man to this level? You have options. I talked to drug dealers before, and I'm like, yo, here's welfare and, social. They're like, yo, F that. I'm going to sell what I got to sell, make that in a day. That's what they decided to do. This guy is not selling drugs, apparently. He decided to break into a home with an axe. So his choice was risk his freedom, go on welfare.
Right.
What drove this man to not just go in a welfare line versus breaking into a home with it? What if people were there? He had an axe. What if people were there?
The axe might have been for the people. I'm pretty sure he took that into account. Well, I don't know.
I guess I'm trying to understand. Like,
I want to believe that he's smart enough to have scouted out the house, but I mean, listen to the story, So
yeah, I'm trying to understand the temperature of our city right now for just survival. Just survival, because not everybody has the luxury of working. People lost their jobs because of the COVID situation. Like, so I'm trying to understand, like, are we on the brink? Like, this guy get pushed to the edge? Like, who would do this?
Whoa. Listen, it definitely, it's when you're at this level and this level of desperation, it's definitely something that's hard to understand, hard to fathom. And we don't have a lot of people, luckily, in our city. Like, we have homeless people. We definitely have people living below but we don't have it in the numbers that some of these other third world countries have, where something like this is a regular everyday occurrence. Like, this is happening every day to somebody, to the point where in Jamaica, the houses, you got to have bars on your windows. They don't have the nice little screen doors for bugs. It's full on gated doors.
Yeah.
On top of your actual windows. Those aren't the windows. It's like on top of your actual windows. And that's just regular.
And can I just clarify that? Because some people here will be like, well, I have a nice house. I don't want my house to get broken. No, that's even the tiny little shanties.
That's every single house.
Yes.
That's every house is built like that. It's just the standard, because that's what you're trying to avoid. People are on the level of desperation, hunger, poverty, to the point where they will break into your house if they see an opportunity. It's not, you don't leave your doors unlocked there. It's not one of them things. It's not one of those places.
Okay. I love where you're going with that. And I want you to springboard off this.
Okay.
They catch the guy. Thank you. They catch him. He has no history. He doesn't have a criminal history. Why did you do it? For all the reasons you just spoke to. Desperate. What do they do with this guy now? Criminally charged? Do they try to help him? What do they do?
You know what's funny about that? That all depends on a lot of factors. The officer that arrests him, the attorney that he gets, the judge that he gets, the prison that he ends up going to. All of those things play factors because I tell you, you can go down the wrong path where you meet a bunch of characters who just don't give a fuck, and all they see is a criminal, and they treat you as such. Where you're, you know what I mean? It's not repairable. And then you meet some people who believe that the correctional system is for just that, corrections, reparations, and that people make mistakes sometimes and that they can be fixed. And when I say fixed, they can be made to believe that they can live a life without crime and be successful, because that's what the mentality of a lot of these criminals are. You don't understand. When you get into this stuff, it's to be cool first. It's either to get money or to be cool. It's one of the two reasons. You know what I'm saying? Your family might be part of it. And when you get into it and then you get arrested that first time, you might go there and you might feel bad. But while you're in there, you're surrounded by criminals who are teaching you to become a better criminal. So when you now leave this jail, you have the mentality that now, okay, whew, I got the lessons. Let me go back to what I know instead of going the hard route, because now I have a criminal record and trying to find a job. Right? It's harder to get a job when you have to check that little box that says, you know, I've been convicted of a crime. We all know the box on the
This
application.
is what I'm saying.
So when you put people in that position and then you get mad at them for retaliation when they can't find a way out, they go back to what the fuck they know, man. It's as simple as that.
Viewing public, I ask you this question. You own a shop. Guy, girl comes in, tries to steal a loaf of bread. You catch the person on the way out. What are you doing, man? You can't steal from me. I got bills to pay. I'm calling the cops. The response from the guy or girl, I have a starving family. What do you do to that person? They just trying to feed their family and themselves.
Right.
You lock them up, throw away the key, or you help them out. So I use that scenario and I apply it to the cops. We don't know this person. He could be a violent criminal. We don't know. But we also don't know if he's just someone trying to, again, put some food in his stomach.
Hey, let me just give a quick thing to employers out there, because I have a lot of family and a lot of friends who have criminal records and have this problem where they have trouble getting jobs. So they just go back to what they know and just the cycle just keeps continuing. If you are hesitant to hire somebody because of a criminal record, listen, I understand, I get it. I'm with you 100%, right? Obviously, they committed a crime, and depending on the crime, it could be various things. You know what I mean? If you want to delve into their background, you can do that. But if you're questionable about somebody's character or what it is, just take the time. And I know it might cost you more money, but you'll feel greater about it after. Just give them more interviews if you have to do that. Or tell them that, listen, because of your criminal record, I'm going to have to delve a little bit more into your background. A lot of the people, especially my family members who are looking for jobs, do not care if you want to look into their background, because they're doing everything they can to change their lives around in order to procure a job. So if you say to them, listen, this is what I got to do, it's going to be a lot more than I do for a regular person. Of course, you're going to get that one or two guys who's an asshole, who's like, yeah, well, you know what, blah, blah, blah. But that's because they're still doing bad shit. That's why they don't want you to look into it. If somebody says, yes, go ahead, look into my shit, come check out where I live, blah, 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 blah. You can call references and all that stuff. If somebody does that, put a little bit of faith and stop putting so much heavy attention on the little check mark on the box. That's all I'm saying.
Great point. Viewing public, leave it in the comments. What are your thoughts? Excellent point. I wish more employers would do that.
You got to live it. You got to live it. That's the problem. A lot of people are watching it from the outside and they don't live it. So because they're not feeling it personally, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay attention to it. But me living somebody personally, you can see it, the passion right now, that it really bothers me, bro. It really bothers me, especially see my family members go back down that same fucking road, dog.
Well,
it could have been me. It could have been me.
It's just a humane thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like, please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers.
Yes,
Yes, we are
sir.
trying to get to 1,000, and we can only
Woo!
do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Yes.